We continue on Offside Sports inside the Loft 100 studios in Southern California, presented by Turtlebox Audio. Waterproof, durable, and insanely loud. Find their industry-changing portable speakers at turtleboxaudio.com. This portion of the program presented by Emerald Spirit Tequila, a veteran-owned small batch tequila inspired by brotherhood and coastal adventure, crafted in the highlands of Jalisco for those who appreciate uncompromising quality. Find the bottle nearest you at emeraldspear.com. All right, what is it like to not only build, but to be the CEO of a world-class multi-use venue, arena, in the United States today? We're going to find out right now. The CEO and co-founder of Frontwave Arena in Oceanside, California, Josh Elias, joins us here on Offside Sports. Josh, my friend, how are you? Always great to see you.
Great to see you. Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Josh, take us back to, I guess, the genesis, the idea, and how long the time frame was between, hey, I think we should do this, to final ribbon cutting and opening Frontwave Arena.
Yeah, I mean, it was a long process, obviously. As it percolates, into an idea to a development, it was about 6 years. Really, the goal was to bring, our hometown, home-owned team, the San Diego Sockers, up north to Oceanside to play. And about 6 years later, we were able to ribbon cut, and, now we have a beautiful venue here in Oceanside, the Jewel.
When you look at that process, and, were there sleepless nights for you? Is this going to come in on time? Is it going to come in on budget? Is, everything going to work out for us? What was the stress like from going through that?
We took it in stages. I mean, you're thinking about developing something that doesn't typically happen here with a private group, especially in Southern California.
Yeah.
You throw in a pandemic, you throw in the economic conditions. I mean, everything becomes a challenge. But, we have a great ownership group that looked at this in stages. We had a lot of experienced either individuals or contractors along the process with us. But, as we went through the development stage, the design stage, and, as we got closer to opening, then we started thinking about how do we operate the building efficiently and do things a little bit differently, understanding our size and, what we're bringing to the marketplace.
Josh, I heard that Oceanside High School was holding their graduation at Frontwave, and so it got me thinking about the mixed use availability of the arena, and how is that working out? Are you booking, besides just sports or a graduation, I assume there will be concerts and things of that nature. What else are you guys going to be able to do at Frontwave?
Yeah, I mean, yesterday we had Oceanside School District's high school ceremonies. It was fantastic to bring everybody into one place, especially within the community. We've had about 13 concerts so far since we opened in September of 2024. We were, blessed enough to have Simone Biles' tour as our first event there in September. And, we've had 2 sports seasons so far since we've opened with the San Diego Clippers and the San Diego Sockers. And we're right in the middle of the San Diego Strikeforce Arena football season right now with 3 home games left. And we've had a number of different types of events. I mean, we are a multi-use facility with the ability to do private events, but things like graduations. National University had their graduation a few weeks ago. Even Easter Sunday, we had a large 4,000 person Easter Sunday service. But if you think about all the things that we're putting together here in the venue, between sports, concerts, private events, and really anything you can think about. And I think one of the big things we're coming into the summer here is our outdoor space. And we have our first inaugural 4th of July party actually on July 3rd, which will be a 21 and up, in our party in the plaza, which seats about 1,000 people as well, where we can do live entertainment outside of our building on top of doing it on the inside. There you go.
Beautiful.
For people who aren't familiar with Southern California, so right now where your arena is, you're about 45 miles away from downtown San Diego, about 100 from downtown Los Angeles. How did you establish your relationship with Steve Ballmer and the Clippers? Because getting the NBA back in basically the San Diego area is an amazing accomplishment.
Thank you. I mean, the big thing here is convincing somebody who's doing the same thing in Los Angeles to actually go further away from their home base, right? They were based in Ontario, California, and really the goal of the San Diego or the Ontario Clippers at the time was a developmental team. Really, they're looking to develop those players to be playing at the next level for the Los Angeles Clippers. And, for us being right in the middle of Los Angeles and San Diego, we felt there was a great opportunity to bring a new fan base into it and actually look at the Clippers G League team as a business. And it's exactly what we did, where we were able to put them into our building, make them a priority tenant. We actually operate the team for them as well. So, we do have a lot of control on how the franchise is built, on how we market the team, how we sell tickets. The players are housed in our apartment complex, which is a brand new complex right across the street. So we have a campus feel for the players and the coaches. So, really being able to offer the Los Angeles Clippers something unique for their G League team really was the emphasis behind our proposal to them. And the first year went fantastic. We're the number one road team here in the NBA for G League. Everybody loves to come to San Diego. They love to come to Oceanside. They love to see what we're doing downtown with all our partners. And, it's a great experience for the road teams to come here to Oceanside.
Josh Elias, the CEO, co-founder, owner of Frontwave Arena in beautiful Oceanside, California, with us here on Offside Sports. Josh, as far as running an NBA team like you guys are doing, as far as getting that infrastructure in place, did the parent club, say, okay, here, listen, we're going to send you guys these people, or did you have to hire everybody?
We hired everybody. Not only were we designing and building the facility, but we also built the management team and the company to operate the building, which includes our sports management group that operates obviously two teams, the San Diego Clippers and the San Diego Sockers. So
Gotcha.
there's a lot of emphasis behind what we're doing, a lot of detail. And as you can see, if you've been to the facility, you've come to any of our sports games, there's a lot of passion behind it. I mean, this is something personal to us. We own and operate the building, and we try to do things a little bit differently here to make us unique. We're competing against a lot of different venues, some smaller, some larger. We're right in the middle at about 7,000 seats, and we're finding our niche, and we can't wait to come into the next season here with our sports.
So Josh, in the next 5 years, what's next?
Keep building. We have a great leadership team. This is not easy. You guys talked about sleepless nights. I mean, every night, if you've ever, been a business owner, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It could be a small business, large business. You bring passion behind what you do. It's your dollars that are in play, and you really care about what you're doing. I think that's our goal here, is to get through this first, year, which is, right in the middle of it, but to continue to build a fan base, but make Frontwave Arena something that is special here between Los Angeles and San Diego, create some energy behind these teams that we have here in North County, which didn't exist before, and really focus in on our concert business and show fans that, there is something different about coming to Frontwave Arena in Oceanside. And, so far we've seen that resonate with the fan base. So continue to build.
Josh, let's say you have let's say a completely booked calendar year. How many events could you realistically hold inside Frontwave Arena, counting for soccer and basketball and things like that?
I think when we're fully, operational here with a year behind us, 100 events is very realistic for us.
Wow.
Between Sportsbook, which is, right now we have 3 full-time tenants here, which is already equating to about 50 games. And, we're looking at doing NCAA basketball here. Anything that can fit in 6,000 to 7,000, really from the sports side, fits in our building. The sports is pretty full, and now it's about building our concert book and then fitting it in with a lot of, different types of things and being creative. And as you mentioned earlier, you saw Oceanside, high school and school district have their graduation yesterday. We plan on doing a lot of that kind of stuff here. We want to be the epicenter here of North County, San Diego. So. Josh,
in the final minute that we have you, and we appreciate the time, now we know why your schedule is so darn busy and chocker-blocked. We're starting to see intimate stadiums going up. No more of the Jerry Jones, Jerry Worlds. There's some big college campuses that are expanding their stadiums for good reason, but are we starting to morph into that era of smaller, more intimate is better?
We feel we are. I mean, that was our goal the whole time. I mean, we're definitely not going to compete against Petco, who, can hold 40,000 people every night.
Yeah.
And, we decided early on to, own our market, which is this, smaller venue, minor league sports type of situation. And, we were going to own it. And I think this is the trend of the future, especially having outdoor space. If you have
Yep.
outdoor space, you can connect to it. You could be year round and you can create just different types of environments for the fans. The fans dictate what is needed out there and what is wanted. And so, we listen quite a bit, but I agree with you. The large venues are fantastic. Everybody wants to go to a sold out, stadium show, but it's where do you make your hay is in between. And, we feel like we have a great leadership team. We have a great plan.
The CEO owner of Frontwave Arena in Oceanside, California, Josh Elias. Josh, thank you so much for the time today and continued success.
Thanks, Josh. Can't wait to come for a concert.
Absolutely, get up there. All right, when we get back, we'll get to the gots, we'll get to the bots as Offside Sports rolls on. Keep it here.